What up guys, Roy Lewis here with Fiction Profits Academy, and today I'm going to tell you the brutal truth about starting a publishing business on Amazon as a complete beginner. Now make sure to watch until the end because I'm going to reveal what it took for me to actually make 7 figures with Kindle Direct Publishing. And also on this channel we cover topics about online business, self-publishing, and mindset. So if these are things that appeal to you, go ahead and click that big red subscribe button. You can listen to my crazy ass rant and rave about whatever topics we're gonna discuss. So 3 topics that we're gonna cover today. Number 1, I'm gonna be brutally honest about what it took to get started in KDP in my first year. 2, why I think KDP is still the best for beginners, even though it may not feel easy at first. And finally, 3, I'm gonna show you what it actually takes to make a 6-figure income with KDP. Now, the first thing I'm gonna talk about is what it was like to start a KDP business as honestly somebody who had no experience whatsoever. And when I say no experience, I am literally a high school dropout. I had basically like an 8th grade education, and I went to shitty schools through high school and I eventually just ended up dropping out. So for me personally, what happened was one night my daughter came to me and I had like a decent okay job making okay money. And she comes to me and she's like, "Daddy, can we afford to go out to dinner?" And I literally had to check my bank account and I was like, you know what? I'm sick of this shit. Like if we can't afford to go out to dinner, like I'm done. I need to figure out a business that I can start, something that I can do on the side and make extra income. Now at that time, I had no idea that I would grow it to make a few $1,000,000 doing self-publishing. Okay, I knew nothing about nothing. So I literally, like most people probably watching this video, sat down one night and Googled how to make money on the internet. And I came across this video with a guy and he showed like 5 different things. I think it was drop shipping, eBay, Shopify, publishing, I forget. It was like, you know, YouTube videos, I don't know. And so what this video said was the easiest one to get into was Kindle Direct Publishing. So I just took it on faith. This guy sold a course, I bought his course, and literally within a week, I made 5 10,000 word nonfiction ebooks. Now to back up, the cool thing about self-publishing is you don't have to be a writer or know anything about anything. And that's still true to this day. Like I literally knew nothing about good books, knew nothing about writing. What you do with self-publishing is you literally hire a writer, hire a cover designer, hire an editor, the end. Then you publish it on Amazon. The things that you have to learn about as a beginner are basically marketing, how to make a good title, how to make a good cover, how to make a good blurb. So any type of business that you start, or any hobby, for example, if you look at your life and you ask yourself, what things are you good at? Like, I love to surf, I love to play golf. I got news for you. I didn't start that shit and become good at it in 6 months, okay? It took a long time to get good at something. So any online business, here's the big myth, guys, nothing is easy. All online businesses are gonna take you 6 months to a year. For me personally, I made $8,000 in my first year. Now, what changed things for me was around month 7 or 8, maybe 9, I took Carla Marie's course called Fiction Profits Academy, which I'm now a co-owner of. And what that course taught me was to do fiction. So I went from doing nonfiction to fiction stories, and I really started to care about what it took to make a good story. So I started to create really good plots. Now again, none of these parts I'm still paying people. So really when you think about the work, you're literally paying people and then you just sit and wait. That's why it's semi-passive, because for the most part, you're waiting for other people to do the task for you. So you're probably wondering like, well, what does it take? How much money does it take? All that. Yeah, it takes a little bit of money. I would say having a budget of $500 to $1,000 a month for product creation as a beginner, you'll spend more than that later on, but as a beginner, having $500 to $1,000 a month for product creation is a good number. And then mostly you're just waiting for other people to do the work. But you will have to become a semi-professional in a lot of those areas. Once you have that going, I would say with proper training, it takes you 6 months to a year to grow to where your business is making $10,000 a month gross. Now, how much can you make? How soon? I think a good, honestly, someone who's willing to learn the task in 6 months can grow a business that can make $1,000 to $5,000 reoccurring every month. Now, in terms of business, and especially online business, that is still the best I've found. Hands down, go talk to somebody and listen to the horrors of shipping physical products. That shit sucks. Nobody wants to do that. Drop shipping sucks. Okay, making websites on products you don't believe in sucks. But when you can make a tangible asset like an ebook that people enjoy to read, it's a fun process. All right, now we're gonna move on to topic number 2, which I kind of already touched on, but is why I still think Kindle Direct Publishing is the easiest business for beginners. Now, as I was saying, if you look at anybody living today, this is 2022, you know for a fact that shipping sucks right now. You are not getting stuff shipped from China in a timely manner. You can't get construction supplies, you can't get stuff in your grocery store. Selling physical products, no bueno. But if we look at other types of businesses like drop shipping, the problem with drop shipping is you gotta be a little tech savvy, and you have to, how do you have passion for something that is not tangible and that you're not creating? You're just a hope and a prayer selling other people's products. So there's a bunch of other online businesses, but the bottom line is we get the students in our course all the time from all these other methods, and they say it sucks. And then if we look at audiobooks, for example, now audiobooks is a great thing to get into, but you still have to create a digital ebook to then sell the audiobook. It's another step, right? So while we love audiobooks, we just keep it simple. We create one book, one ebook, put it out there, and that's what we sell. Now, does it sell on its own magically? Of course not. There's a whole system to anything. If you think that you're gonna just hire a writer and make a book and that's just gonna sell, it ain't happening. You gotta know the system. Obviously, we teach the system, but yeah, once you have the proper steps in place, what other business are you going to grow that's going to make passively $1,000, $2,000, even $5,000, $10,000 a month? And if you want to take it serious, within a year, you can grow a real deal business. There's no other business. It's not gonna happen. All right, so now we're gonna move on to topic number 3, what it takes to actually make 6 figures. And in my case, I made 7 figures. I made $2.3 million in 3 years publishing fiction ebooks. Now, here's the truth. To go from making $1,000 to $5,000 a month on Amazon, it's going to take dedication. You're going to have to take it seriously. You're gonna have to grow it. Now, what I want you to think about is, what have you done in your life that you're good at? For me, golf. And everybody that understands golf knows that this is hard, right? I've practiced for 5 freaking years, 5 days a week, and I still almost suck. I mean, I'm barely a single-digit handicap. Now, compared to normal people, I'm decent, right? But that's just like me saying in Kindle Direct Publishing, Elon Musk is a billionaire, right? So I look like shitty compared to him because I've only made 2.3 million doing publishing. So in the golf world, I'm better than normal people, but I'm really nobody. So you think of any task that you've ever done that you want to be good at, it takes a tremendous amount of work. So if you want to make 6 figures, it's going to take a year, and you're going to have to come in here and you're going to have to put out several books, and you're going to have to do advertising eventually. And what starts to happen is, see, you don't start in Kindle publishing and make money right away. It's a long play. What happens is your back catalog starts to finally make money. So when you have 10 books in your back catalog and you finally have one book that makes it to the top 1 to 200, feeds all those other books. People are like, I like this book. And then they start reading your other books. Then you start to see the money trickle in. So what happens is, all of a sudden you have a few books making $20 a day, which ends up being a couple $1,000s a month. And then you got a few books making $100 a day. And then your bestseller is making maybe $300 to $500 a day. Well, you do the math. All of a sudden, if you're making $1,000 a day, boom, there's $30,000 a month. It's not that hard, but it will take time. So that is what it actually takes to make 6 figures with Kindle Direct Publishing. So if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. It really helps to get other people the message, and it also just helps people learn about these new types of online businesses. And if you want to see more videos like this, on the screen at some point there are other little blocks. It really helps us out if you just keep watching our videos. I'm shamelessly trying to get you to click, so click those videos right now. All right, we'll see you in the next video. Click one of them right now.